you, and they're able to interact with you. And so afterwards, they're able to find out more about your business. And in addition, they can then have a one-to-one meeting with you. And that's where you're able to impact your brand, because you're able to explain, as I did somebody at 4 o'clock this afternoon, exactly what it is that that brand is about.
I myself, since joining Little Meetup and actually becoming an ambassador over the past couple of months, it has really, really had an impact on my own person. Even just being associated with certain companies and groups, to kind of people to have more of that trust towards you, speaking to people, helping people with whatever business issues that we've done that over the past few months, and it's really, really helped. I always even say that I blame Simon for the accepting connections on LinkedIn, but I've always loved networking. It's not in your face, and I think that's where we're similar. When we connect with something to them, is because we genuinely want to see people grow. We want to see them, done with whatever issue it is that they're facing. So we don't go straight to somebody and ambush them, start telling them no. We've always been kind of an open door for people to come and speak to us. And yeah, some of them they might end up then being clients, and some might not. But that professional relationship with that person, that individual, and they too, and they will want to see you grow because they can see that you genuinely care. And I think that is what stand out from other networking groups, because our main focus is not about profit. Yes, we do elite, and where you get way more, services and features and all of that, but it's different from the way a lot of people do it. And we have had several, one-to-one, and we also do two-to-ones. If somebody can stand it, the two of us at the same time talking, most of the time we have people that will tell us, I am trying to connect with people, but it's not working. Me and Simon will always ask them, what is it that you're doing? How are you approaching them? And a lot of people go with the mindset, and that puts somebody off, because on a daily basis, people are getting bombarded with messages left in. So your approach has to be different if you want to stand out. And I've kind of learned being part of Little Meetup. And when you genuinely help people, they do, even if you have had some sort of impact on their life, So how would you say, like, COVID has, or the way you network, how has it affected it?
Well, two ways. First of all, obviously, networking principally was face-to-face. People didn't tend to use Zoom or Google or Microsoft, and now it's quite common that they do. I'd like to give you a couple of examples of the power of networking. Obviously, they're specifically related to Little Meetup. The first one's this. We hold meetings every month. We call them international. That's because people are coming from other countries. 7 on the last one, 7 different countries, including India, various African countries, Australia, Turkey, Germany, United States, Canada. These people join in these meetings because they want to do business in the United Kingdom. A man joined us from Wales, admittedly part
Yeah.
of the United Kingdom, but you know what I mean. Not the same as England.
Not the
So
same as England.
on he came. On he came onto the meeting. He said, "Simon, do you think I make any connections?" I said, "No. It'll take you 4 or 5 meetings before you make any." End of the meeting, he sent me a message. He said, "Simon, I made 7 connections." I said, "No, you couldn't have done. You're living in a fantasy world." He said, "No." He said, "I've 7 different people are in touch with me to do business." The following meeting came along a month later, and he said to me, "Do you think I'll get any connections today?" I said, "Absolutely not. You've had 7. 7's more than you're ever going to get on a networking meeting." How many did he get, Miriam? 10. 10 connections, 17 connections in 2
One
meetings that were free, cost him nothing
meeting.
other than to turn up. The second one, and perhaps more powerful, and it relates to me personally, is that through Little Meetup, I have, like Miriam, not too well. We'll lumber our way through, we get our way through each day. I did have 1 cancer, and now have 2. However, through Little Meetup, through connections, I have got my own doctors now, my personal doctors in the United States, entirely through networking, and they are prepared to do the operations that I need in the United States free, simply because of what we do in terms of networking and developing their brand, their product, and their information. I can't give you a better example of the power of networking than that.
A good example as well. Part of the Nets Foundation, ambassadors that are researchers, people that are actually doing research and trying to find, treatment, and you were able to discover these people through networking, or they discovered you.
Yes, Institute of
The
Cancer
impact,
Research.
yeah.
Yeah, Institute of Cancer Research in London, a 150-year-old organisation, struggling for sponsorship. They actually have a patent, if you like, on a biomarker that will identify what type of cancer you have and what treatment you need. So you won't get the wrong treatment, you get the right treatment first time. They are looking for funding. In our group, in our little meetup group, we have a funder, a person that sources and accesses funding. He's currently working with them, the Institute of Cancer Research, to provide the funding to get this biomarker available on the NHS. Secondly, in the University of Oxford, AstraZeneca, where they discovered COVID cure, first in the world. We have an ambassador there, and she is about to get some funding to develop a further cancer treatment improvement. And this is all, I've never met these people ever, other than through networking online in the last 12 months. So the pandemic's done a favor to cancer.
Yeah, and I think situation, a lot of people, they feel like, everything is shut down. I can't do anything. What I admire about you and what makes us very similar as well, we have pre-existing daily lives, but we still hold on to that hope, and keep going. It gives us that motivation to keep going and meeting with people that, had it been going to meetings like before the traditional method of networking, I don't think we would have gotten as far as and individually, because obviously with our health we're restricted to how much we can do. and physical, networking meeting, there's a limit to how many people you can have, how many meetings you can have. Sometimes in the same day, two meetings, two different parts of the country, or even two different parts of your house. And I think that is the best way to always look at those situations, try and find the positives. We've done talks about networking. We've spoken to university students. We have done about networking, and we've got several also posts and blogs on little meetup. It really is life changing, and depending on how you look at it, and it, as well, and the mindset that you use. And for us, it has worked out to our advantage, spread ourselves to two different paths. But now we're able to do that, having 1 minute to having internet, India, all sort of people that we've never met, but yeah, we've managed to create people. So we're not gonna keep you too long. So Simon, what advice would you give to anybody like that relates regarding networking?
Well, the answer to that is, Miriam, is that what you do is you go to a networking meeting. You won't like it. You'll find it very, very difficult. So basically, what you do is don't try to put yourself out there on the first meeting. Just listen. It's as simple as that. Just see what goes on. See who you know or know of. Maybe send them a message, perhaps, or on the chat that you're able to use, or maybe just take details about them and get in touch with them later. Connect with them on social media, but specifically for business, LinkedIn, because the platform for business is LinkedIn. I personally have just over 20,000 connections on there, and I'm heading for 25,000 by another couple of months. People will connect with you. People are friendly. People are helpful. If they're not, just leave them. Don't press one that isn't helpful to you because you're wasting your time. But if you find that people are helpful, and you will, make the most of it. Say to them, "Look, I just started in business. This is my business," and then you'll find that they will help you. But what you really, really, really need to do is do what Miriam definitely doesn't do, and I most certainly don't do, which is listen more than talk, because you'll learn so much.
Yeah, yeah. Just to kind of round it up, because I want to be doing like quotes of the week, or think there's this quote that I put on my vision board that I made recently, which says you go through. And I think we both of us are an example of that. We our struggles, our challenges, and things that we've had to deal with and still dealing with, because we both have conditions, but we don't let that hold us back. Simon can tell you the number of times hospital to my second office because of number of
We, we,
times
we,
that yeah,
we prefer it because then your children aren't interrupting.
exactly, that is the bonus. That literally like the hospital, because at the end of the day you have to keep moving, and yes, we're going through a lot right now. You need to put things in place. Don't let that stop you from going from what you want to grow through all those things that you go through, and find a way as a result of our profit foundations. We are both coaches and mentors. So we have used not just to grow, but to also help others and be able to guide. Just waking up alone is great. Waking up and not being in pain, we try to do that so we can inspire other people that yes, everybody's got their own issues, everybody's got their own individual struggles, but whatever you do, just keep going, just grow. How dark the night is, the morning will surely come. No, the sun will surely rise. You need to have and keep going. So Simon, if somebody wants to be a member of Little Meet,
Yeah, they just go to Facebook, facebook.com/groups/little meetup. Or you can even just put hashtag little meetup and you'll find that it comes across all the platforms. We have a total membership across all platforms of just under 40,000. And we had, and bear in mind, I should point out, Miriam, that this is a private group. So, I mean, we could have
yeah,
4 million, but we're not saying,
yeah,
hey, just, click the button. What we're saying is if you want to get some benefit out of it, we're a private group. You won't get hassled to buy something, packet of sweets or whatever. You'll be part of a family, and that family will help you. It's an amazing achievement that has been made by the people that are members of Little Meetup. It's not just you and me; it's the people that have contributed towards it.
very true. So thank you so much, Simon, for joining me. Guys, for all the technical issues that we had. For just as usual, we have to just keep, and hopefully next time we'll not have these issues. But this is what happens when you have to work from home instead of being. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you've learned something and taken something out of it. Coaches, and we collaborate. We do 1-to-1, 2-to-1s, so you can reach questions or any business dilemmas or anything you're struggling with at the moment relating to professional touch with myself or Simon, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you again next week, Friday, when we'll be discussing another topic and we'll be having another guest. Now to next week, Friday, just please send them to me and let me know. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
very much.
everyone. And have a blessed said not to stay safe.
You are watching Almost TV.